Today's podcast is presented by Podgo.
Podgo is the easiest way for you to monetize your podcast, providing podcasters with a flat rate for ad space so you always know how much you get when you include an ad from Podgo.
We recently joined as members, and you can join too. Apply today to become a member and immediately be connected with advertisers that fit your audience.
Join today at podgo.co. That's podgo.co at podgo.co.
When they ask, how did you hear about Podgo?
Tell them Mic Check Waifu Waifu sent you.
You're now tuned into Mic Check Waifu Waifu. Hello and tell, is that you?
Mic check. Mic Check Waifu Waifu. Tell, is that you?
I don't know if it's me this week.
What's up there, boy?
What's happening, bro?
Oh, feeling good, doing better, bro.
Can I say something about that background?
Hey, this is episode 59 of Mic Check Waifu Waifu, brought to you by Lube Complex. Make sure you go to lubecomplex.com and use that offer code waifu, as well as guildflags.jp. As you can see in the background, I have the Rim Death Stranding guild flag hanging up behind me. Tell should be getting his. But yeah, this is also brought to you by Patreon producers Chris Kennedy, Connor, D Prince, Explicitly, Monique Williams. Thank y'all so much for producing the show. We appreciate y'all so very much. We got a lot to talk about today, a lot to go over. But first, I always gotta ask, Tell, how you doing, bro?
I'm actually doing very well. That vacation was everything that I needed. I feel like I never really take a vacation. Like when I take a vacation, I just be like, I'm always doing something. But this vacation, I felt like I was still doing something. But right. I felt like I also chose to do nothing. True.
What? When you go back?
I went back today.
Oh,
and then
shit.
In 2 weeks, I take another vacation.
Hey. That's dope. Ain't that one for nephew's birthday?
Yeah, that's for Apollo's birthday. Gonna have a good time.
Cool. Hell yeah. Man.
How about you?
Well, I'm feeling good, man. I watched all of my anime yesterday as soon as I got off of work.
Oh, a polo binge.
Yeah, quick polo binge real quick. I solicited a few questions.
Not healthy.
I know. It's never healthy, but you know, I do it. I solicited a few questions from Twitter, so we got a couple of them to talk about today, as well as our usuals for the summer 2020 anime season. The summer 2020 anime season is probably the best. I think it's, yeah, since I started seasonal anime, I think this is the best season.
Okay, I mean, yeah, there's so many good things.
Yeah,
and like I can't argue with that.
Like what else other season is it? You know what I'm saying? Think about that. So you got the season that brought us Fire Force, the season 1, Dr. Stone, Attack on Titan. That was cool. Astro Lost in Space was also a part of that season as well.
Yeah.
So I guess that one's a close second, but even still, just looking at this one, we got the continuation of Fire Force. We got the continuation of ReZero, one that was way more anticipated than anything else. We got
Sword Art Online.
Rent a Girlfriend, a shocker.
A banger. My Teen Romantic Comedy.
Yeah, the climax, which I still didn't start yet, by the way. Did you start it? Yeah?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I'm not starting it.
I had to start it. Oh my God.
I'm gonna need that to be done and dubbed for our Sunday. I can't go with it. It's already. I'm going. Listen. The stress level for me right now is already ridiculously high with these week to weeks. It's killing me. It's actually killing me.
It's actually killing you?
Actually killing me, bro. Like, it's getting on my goddamn nerves to do this week to week. Like, for real. Like, I'm getting extremely I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. Burnt out of waiting.
Oh my goodness.
But I guess I got something to look forward to.
Yeah, something that when you know it's done, you'll get to finish it completely. Right. That's how I feel about Haikyuu. Like, yes. I really want to start Haikyuu, but I also just want to binge Haikyuu.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm binging that too. There's no fucking way you're going to get me to watch that week to week. No way.
Yeah. Like I'm completely willing to rewatch the last season of Haikyuu and then watch this new season that came out, like, all in the same day.
Yes.
Just completely willing.
Yo, that's real. That's real. Like I said, I did all my anime watching this week. I think I saw it on Twitter that Crystal do the same thing. She does like every Saturday. She just watches all of her anime, which is probably the best way to do it because that gives me time to do the gaming I wanted to do during the week. Just whatever I want to play, not even worry about anything, and then just watch them all at once. And then I don't have that much longer to wait for the next episodes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's the play.
They're just gonna binge everything on Saturday.
Yep.
Do live tweets like Crystal.
I don't know. I can't live tweet. I'm a podcast host.
I know. I'm joking.
I wish.
Ain't no live tweeting this way.
No, ain't no live tweeting this way. We can't do that. That's why we got to live vicariously through y'all. So y'all got to keep those live tweets up. Scuba Steve.
Yeah.
I didn't even see his. He didn't even create a thread like he said he was.
His last one, he didn't get no spoilers for Erased, really.
All right, so Tell just turned into a robot. Okay, and if you're watching the video version, he also froze.
No. Oh no.
There he is. He's back.
Am I still froze?
Now you're back.
Okay. Well, all right. Spoiler Steve didn't give us any spoilers in his latest one when he did Erased.
Did he actually do one? A thread for you?
Yeah.
Motherfucker. Why didn't you tag Mic Check Waifu?
You missed it. Yeah. Steve, you should have tagged us.
Come on, man. You bugging, bro. You bugging. Tagless Steve. No, I'm just kidding.
Tagless Steve. New name every week for Steve.
No. Yeah. We got a lot to talk about today, though. Of course, we also have a song from our contact at MicCheckWaifuWaifu.com email. We have a new song from LofiPowder. The song is titled Left Behind. I do enjoy this song. It was quite a joy to listen to. Super chill. As always, we're gonna bring you the chill. All of his links is gonna be in the show notes as well too. So make sure y'all check that out. And I guess Tell's having some technical difficulties, so I'm gonna have to cut this portion out of the podcast. Back. Y'all didn't notice the difference, but we lost Tell for a little bit. But now we back.
We back. Yeah.
Like I was saying. Yeah, that song is dope though. So make sure you check out all of his links in the show notes, including his SoundCloud, Twitter, all that good stuff. But yeah, so let's get started, shall we?
All right.
Where you want
to talk about first?
Where you want to go? Time out. Before we get started, there's going to be no spoilers. We're going to try to do no spoilers for the shows that we're currently watching in the first half. And then obviously in the second half, we're going to go into some deep dives into Fire Force, I guess God of High School, ReZero, Fire Force. I think I already said that. All of those shows.
I started watching. I started watching Gate a while ago.
Yeah.
I'm like at episode, I think like 8 now.
Wow.
And I've been taking my time, but it's really enjoyable. Like this last episode, I actually went back and rewatched just because I actually literally just enjoyed the episode itself. Like not because anything else. I just turned it on and just went back and watched it. And it was Gate is kind of funny because of the idea. And I mean, I feel like this isn't really a spoiler because you kind of get the idea from just looking at it. But you got like this futuristic world, obviously current date, where you have like Japan and they have their military power and prowess.
Right.
Versus a more primitive world where they still have bows and arrows and spears and knights and kingdoms and stuff. And it makes it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so
as to like,
don't forget though, there's magic powers in that world too. So
yeah, but it almost like, I mean, yeah, I haven't gotten to a point to where it seems like that makes too much of a
it
difference
don't.
yet.
Yeah, you're right. It don't.
Because
It really
right now,
don't.
it's like, what kind of magic is that? Oh no, this is just the AK-47, bro.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
The concept of gay is just so, it's so clean, man. It's so clean because you like you think notice hasn't been done. Like nobody has taken the modern day world and brought it the entirety of modern day world and brought it back to isekai type realm thing. You know,
Yeah,
it's fucking crazy. It's lovely, and then the characters are dope.
yes,
I do enjoy those characters.
I do enjoy the characters. I'm not gonna say like they're my favorite characters or anything.
They're good,
but
though.
they are good characters. I do like the fact that there's an otaku in the show.
Yeah.
Who just loves like anime in general.
Yep.
So to me, it just feels like not constant, but like he has like waifu interest.
Yeah.
It's great. It's good. It's just, it's entertaining and interesting because of the idea that, like I said, the future versus the past. And then you just have entertaining characters in general.
And it's just pleasant. Like it's fun, you know, it's a fun watch.
He got slapped for touching the Oracle's chest on accident. That shit was funny. That shit was fire. I like that.
It's great. It's a good show. Gate is a good one. I'm shocked that you actually picked it up though.
I didn't know what to expect when I watched it. I actually was thinking like I didn't think this was gonna be what it is. I literally thought this was gonna be like a modern day like Mobile Suit Gundam without the mechs.
Oh no. Yeah, no. You know I wouldn't have watched it if that was the case.
That's what I was thinking. But I was like, this is just gonna be a military show where Japan is shitting on America, talking about how we're greedy and we don't care about nothing and we just wanna like fight each other, and that's what was gonna happen. And they still doing that.
I was just about to say,
just in a different way that actually makes it funnier.
True. It's a good show. I have fun. I have fun watching it. That's the most I can say about that for sure. I haven't watched. Oh yeah, I did. I'm gonna say I haven't watched anything that we both aren't watching, but I watched that Yuzuki Chan wants to hang out shit.
What you said you were gonna stop watching?
Yo, listen, let me tell you something.
Uh-huh.
I want it to be good. It's not. And again, it's not that it's not like that it's poorly animated or terribly written or anything. Like it's nothing against that. It's this fucking character. I cannot stand this character. This time, our guy, I mean, slight spoilers for episode 3 of this show, but our main character, the one that wants to be an introvert, the one that wants to be alone, and this girl, who's like his underclassman in college, wants to force him to be an extrovert, wants to force herself to be his friend and all this shit. He gets sick because of a situation that is, of course, her fault. And she insists on taking care of him, even though he says no 100 times. And it's just, just this whole show of her forcing herself. It's fucking harassment, man. He's like, yo, I just want to enjoy my solo life. Like, I've been good up until this point. Like, why is this girl coming in disrupting? Now, I know what's going to happen, right? Stuff is going to progress. They're going to end up liking each other and it's going to be that romance. But I just I'm not buying the ship at all. I'm not buying the ship at all. Not even close. Like, it's
not the ship you want to sell.
No, not at all. It's like she's literally just forcing herself to be in his life. And that don't sit right with me.
I mean,
I don't know why I keep watching it though.
I don't have a reason to get it. It's I'm not gonna say it's understandable.
Yeah, no,
but like I did sit through, I guess, Hattori no Shida because I wanted it to be good.
Yeah.
Which, like I said, the idea of it is really, really good. Like I love the idea. It just was poorly executed in the series. So I get where you are, and I'm gonna watch season 3 of that because I just still want it to be good. It's torture, but I have a question for you because I saw this on Twitter and I kind of wanted to shout out Worst Gen for this.
What's up?
Worst Gen Podcast has a co-host named Tatted Poodle,
Mm-hmm.
who just found out that Ash's real name is Satoshi. And I wanted to ask, did you know that his name was Satoshi?
Man, I would a long time ago, but like I don't remember it. Of course, you don't remember it.
Now I know, obviously, I remember because after I stopped watching it on TV, I would watch it on like the internet. Like I remember downloading the Pokemon 2000 movie when Ash is fighting, not Pokemon 2000, but when Ash is fighting Mewtwo and all that. And I had downloaded that off of what was it, Napster? And it was a sub version.
Yeah.
And it was fan subs. And I see the Ash, but I'm like, they didn't sound like they said Ash, right? So I'm like, what the fuck did they say? Yeah. Like, what name did they say? But I see in the subs, it says Ash, and I go back and I just keep listening to it, and it says Satoshi. I'm just like, wait, is Ash's name Satoshi? And that's when I found out. So I just wanted to know, like, when people really found out, like, Ash's real name was Satoshi. It seems like some people just didn't know.
So, now, call me ignorant because I am. I obviously don't speak Japanese, so I just thought Satoshi was just the Japanese version of Ash. So every time I heard the sub of a Pokemon clip or something like that, which is how I heard it, it was a long time ago, like a long fucking time ago. And when YouTube became introduced in my life, and I like and I watched like clips of the movie with what's the fucking Pokemon? The bird Pokemon, the legendary, and it was
Lugia.
Lugia, yes.
That's 2000, I think.
Okay, yeah, it was somewhere around there, and I was watching clips of that. And they said Satoshi in the sub, and I figured that was just the Japanese version of Ash. I didn't know it was just that's his actual name, and then they just translated over to Ash in America. You know what I'm saying? Like, which makes sense. They just shortened Satoshi to Ash. They like took off four letters and made it Ash.
Squished them together.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's actually Satoshi is actually one of the creators of Pokemon.
I see.
So that's where his name actually comes from. And I was thinking, like, did they hint at it in the game? I was thinking, like, did they give you? Because I know they give you Red, they give you Ash, but they never gave you Satoshi.
No.
So I was like, they didn't give you that option, which would have been even better if they gave you Red, Ash, and Satoshi to choose from, because it'd have been like, these are the names.
Yeah.
So.
That's crazy.
I'm pretty sure in the Japanese version it was Satoshi and not Ash in the game, but
I see.
Either way, I just want to throw that.
That's
in
interesting though.
I mean,
I didn't realize that it was the creator's name of it. Like I didn't realize any of that.
Yeah,
that's dope.
And that's what I think. I think that's really dope that like the creator put a piece of himself in the show. Mm-hmm. So it's like, bam, when Mic Check Waifu Waifu produces their anime and manga. They're gonna be a Polo and Tell in the background somewhere.
Oh man. So, but should we share the idea we have that we're gonna be adding to the Patreon and to just Mic Check Waifu Waifu in general? Should we share that now?
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad idea to share it. Okay.
So what me and Tell plan on doing is that we plan on adding some more content to the Mic Check Waifu Waifu umbrella. The way we're going to do that is by actually constructing scripted videos of shows we like and why we like them, what we like about them, and what we feel about the future of them. So I think that's going to be something cool. I don't think we should share what we're starting with yet, but
not yet.
But we're working on some stuff, and I think it's going to be dope. I have never did a video from a script before. Like I've done obviously YouTube videos. I've been a content creator for actually fucking quite a long time. Twitch streamer, all that shit. But like I never done a scripted video like that. You know what I'm saying? Like mine's always came from the dome. And I can't wait to do one.
And the coolest idea though is I think that realistically, like, yes, we're gonna have a script, like a game plan.
Yeah.
But it's still more or less gonna be like, hey, these are my thoughts, and this is what it broke down to be in the show or that series that we're talking about.
Yeah.
So realistically, there is going to be a script, but you think we're gonna stick to the script one completely? Because you low key, we might be talking in the middle of something like, oh no, but this happened.
Right.
So I mean, It's gonna be edited and make it low key seem
jump
like
cuts
that,
and
but
all that other stuff.
yeah.
So it's gonna be I'm gonna try to keep it about 15 to 20 minutes max for me personally, because our videos are going to be individually based. So it's going to be Tell does his on something and I do one on something. It's going to obviously be like that, but it's going to be dope. Of course, you're going to get it early on Patreon. So if you're a Patreon supporter, check that out on the Patreon page. It'll be there. You guys get early access to that, but we'll release it to everybody as soon as a week later. But I can't wait. I can't wait to try this. This is something new and it's going to be fun. It's adding a lot of work to us though, but I think that's okay. I think that's cool.
It's gonna be dope. I'm excited.
Me too. All right. So let's get back to these shows. I kind of want to go to, or what you want to go to next, because I already went with that Yuzuki-chan shit.
I wanted to talk about one more tweet.
Yeah, go ahead.
That actually was tweeted directly to Mic Check Waifu Waifu. It was from King Ether.
Shout out to King Ether.
FYI, right? Shout out, bro. FYI, it's your guys' fault. I couldn't get work done this weekend, so he was binging My Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu because it's free, or it's fire, and I agree. I understand that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I didn't get work done because I was binging My Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu, and then I started Climax. And I'm not going to share any details on it, but Climax kind of starts exactly how you expect it to start.
Continuation from the
continuation.
Perfect.
And it kind of gives you an idea what the climax is going to be, and you excited about it.
I'm looking forward to it.
That's such a good series.
That's one I'm waiting to be done, though. Again, that's a bingeable one.
Yeah, we talked about that beforehand, that Polo is only binging it, and I completely agree with it. I don't get in my slice of life bag too often, but once I'm in there, I gotta stay with it because it's just too good to stop.
You never get in your slice of life bag. What you mean? Your slice of life.
My hand is in the bag. It's in there.
Your slice of life bag started with Your Lie in April.
I mean,
episode 4 of the podcast or some shit like that.
I also still love Hamtaro, but I just don't know what kind of life that is.
That's fucking psychological thriller to me.
I know. I'm just trying to figure out whose life is Hamtaro? Whose slice of life is that?
That's crazy, ain't it? What is
that's my recommendation for the week. Like Hamtaro. Go watch Ham Time.
Nah, you cool. You cool. If that's the case, mine's is Cole Lyoko. Let's go.
Ooh, wait.
No, but yeah, man, My Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu, man. Again, those characters are top of the line, bro. Top of the fucking line.
100%.
And I can't wait to fucking Climax. It's done. I can't wait.
I already got my next slice of life lined up though.
What's that?
I already told you what it is. It's Love is War.
Oh, Love is War. Yeah. I gotta
that's
watch
my next one. I think I'm gonna start that this week after this podcast is done. So I'm gonna start.
What a transition. So here we go. I'm gonna transition to that right into the question. Okay.
Ooh.
Question number 2 from Trader Truth. Let me get his Twitter name properly. I'm gonna start calling him Trader Truth though. All right, so he sent us 2 questions. I'm gonna start off with question number 2 because what you just said kind of transitioned to that. He said, question number 2, in the long run, do you think reading manga first almost gives you too much hope in anticipation for the anime adaptation? Now, the reason why I wanted to read that question now is because Tell mentioned Kaguya-sama, Love is War. That's the first show where the manga I read up to the first season, basically. And then when I watched the show, I'm like, well, shit, this is just like the manga. And to be 100% honest with you, it was verbatim. And I didn't want to watch the show. And it's only because I've seen it all already. Like, I guess that's the difference between me and Tell. Is like when I read the manga, I feel like all I'm doing is just watching what I've already read. And it kind of takes me out of the experience because I kind of had their voices, their cadence, their comedy beats all like in my head already. So when I'm watching it, it didn't feel or seem right. After a little while, I went back and obviously watched it because I read Kaguya-sama Love is War literally, like 3 months before the show came out. So, yeah, it was weird for me personally. This is just a personal thing. I don't know if I like reading manga than watching shows. I just don't know if I like it.
No, I kind of agree with that a lot though. Like there are some manga that I kind of just don't want to watch anymore.
Yeah.
Like Attack on Titan, I stopped watching it entirely because I've read it, and not that it's bad. Like the only season I'll watch of Attack on Titan is going to be season 1, I guess, in my opinion. I feel like that's the only season I actually want to watch. Everything else in my mind is going to entirely have to be like manga. Now, I plan on going back and watching the rest of Attack on Titan.
You should.
But as of right now, like I feel like it can't be better than the manga in my head because I already have this, like you said, the cadence in mind. But like, let's talk about this last season of My Hero Academia. This was my favorite like arc in the manga.
That's fucking crazy because it was trash.
And I hated this low key in the anime. Like in the anime, this was not a very good arc. It was not composed well.
Yes.
There were moments, high points, greatness on those high points.
Yes.
But to me, the manga just hit so much harder. And it kind of scares me for the future of My Hero because right now where it is, it's at a really good high point. And when it gets to the anime, are they going to drop the ball again?
I hope.
Am I going to be disappointed? And then you have series like my favorite, Twin Star Exorcist, where the anime and the manga are entirely different. It really depends on the scenario. Sometimes you get a good one, but I'm going to say don't read the manga if you're enjoying the anime because you'll get ahead. And that's my thing is I enjoy anime and I start reading the manga and then I just I don't want to watch the anime anymore.
Yeah, for me, I like I said, if it's verbatim like it was with Love is War, I can't do it. But shout out to Code Geass. Code Geass was an anime first before it became a manga. So that's a little gem for you if you didn't know that already. That I think is incredible. I think it should be more shows like that even. Like, and that's probably why Code Geass is goated amongst like a lot of people as far as anime goes, because they got to just work freely. You know what I'm saying? And that I appreciate. That I appreciate a lot more with them.
They didn't have those constraints.
Yes, exactly. Being constricted to particular pages or scenes, and then you don't have situations to where you always have on any Twitter somebody comparing dick sizes or whatever they like to do. This wasn't exactly how the manga was, so you know what? I don't like this at all. This wasn't like the manga. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. All right, I'm saying it. I'm being mean. I can't stand people like that. Like, yo.
Polo is toxic anti-Twitter.
Yo, that's my toxic anti-Twitter impression. Yeah, this panel wasn't like this when it was animated, so I don't like it. Like, yo, shut the fuck up. Don't watch the anime then. Continue to read your manga and be happy. Or watch the anime and don't read the manga and be happy with that. Like, I
agree. I agree.
Shut up whining. Anyway, yeah, that's a great question because again, I'm glad I stopped at where season 1 stopped for the manga with Love is War, because now I could just binge Love is War season 2, which is done. I haven't yet. I should though. I should get that relatively soon. What's dope is Funimation started dubbing. I hope the dub is good though. Funimation started dubbing season 2 before they even dubbed season 1, which is interesting. Yeah.
Wait. Yeah. They must have had some like licensing issues or something.
They did.
That's weird.
They did because Love is War was just on Crunchyroll last year when it came out. So then Funimation got it, and then now they're starting to dub it as season 2, which I'll probably just wait till the dub is. I'm not, like I said, I'm not in a rush to watch that because I have so much other shit right now.
Yeah.
Even though that's a bingeable, I still got to pick up a Hajime no Ippo, and just for Scuba Steve, aka Tagless Steve, I gotta turn on One Piece again. So
I'm stuck. Tagless Steve. All right. Did you want to do the second question?
Yeah, let's go. The first question. Question number 1: what older anime that are beloved classics that you think has the best rewatch value? The reason why I asked is because I went back to watch Bleach, and I couldn't finish it to save my life. What's funny is that we talk about this all the time, but when we try to go back and watch Inuyasha, that shit was a major fail.
Yeah, that's a fail.
Hard fail. Because I just remember it being so good. And then it's just not. But what about the opposite? What has some of the best rewatch value?
So, like, if I had to talk about rewatch value, number one for me would 100% be Full Metal Alchemist. Best rewatch value of anything, in my opinion, in terms of old school anime. Now, if it had to be a little bit older, I'd probably go like Cowboy Bebop.
True.
Because I could watch Cowboy Bebop 5 times in a row.
100%. Easy. I'm going to have to agree with you on that Full Metal, because every time you watch Full Metal, you learn something that you ain't realize in the first watch or the second watch or the third watch.
Yeah, you always get something different.
You always get something new out of it, which is incredible. Cowboy Bebop is a fantastic one for sure. Cowboy Bebop had to be like one of my favorite joints. But damn, what's another good one that I feel like I can go back to
that you kind of just always watch?
Yeah. I don't think I have many of those, man. Oh, I guess ReZero.
But that's not old school. That's like
it don't have to be old school.
Oh, I mean,
what shows have the best rewatch value?
All right.
Even though you say older, but you know.
So like, I actually don't watch ReZero over because it gives me PTSD.
Man, I don't know how I watched it 4 times, but I did. You know.
But I guess if I had to say, just rewatch value, my favorite rewatch value to me is going to be Made in Abyss.
Ooh, yeah.
Made in Abyss has great rewatch value to me.
That's
let me think. What else would I put on a great rewatch value? Hajime no Ippo. Yep. I rewatch it all the time.
Yep, that's your joint. And I could see myself going back and rewatching that season 1 because that shit was enjoyable.
Yeah. And something else I actually watched quite a few times over was Hellsing. Which I don't think I don't know if you liked Hellsing or not, but I've watched Hellsing like 8 times.
I didn't like it that much.
Yeah. I think Alucard's the GOAT. I think he's way better vampire than Dio.
I mean, it's JoJo. Come on, man.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Dio. Dio, the ungodly dude.
Yeah, we ain't fucking with that. Fuck, dude. I man, you know what I do want to go back and rewatch though? What I feel like would have great rewatch value?
What's that?
And it's a classic. Initial D, bro. I know that ain't your shit. But bro, man. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm gonna try to go back and rewatch it.
If I was in the business of roasting my brothers.
Hey, listen. Don't knock it till you try it.
Tires don't even rotate, bro.
Don't knock it till you try it, bro. Don't knock it till you try. Speaking of their tires,
Initial D and Gleipnir on the same level.
You're crazy.
I'm just joking. My bad.
Gleipnir is actually. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Gleipnir animation is great.
No, I'm talking about the series itself.
Oh, the series itself.
Nah, go ahead.
Okay.
You was about to say what, bro? I'm speaking about tires.
Yeah, no, that show is fantastic, man. It's so good. And come on, this show came out in like what, 87 or some shit like that?
The show older than both of us?
Yeah. Okay, it's old as hell.
It's older than all our friends.
Hold on, I gotta look that up. Because I really want to know when that came out. It couldn't have been that old, right?
Nah, it's old. It's older than Pokemon and probably Cowboy Bebop.
Ain't as old as that. That can't be that old, though.
Cowboy Bebop relatively new.
No, it's not.
Yeah, Cowboy Bebop was like 2000s.
See, no, right? This shit ain't that old. The first stage came out in 1998.
See? Yeah.
It ain't that old. I mean, it's old as fuck. Don't get me wrong.
It's old. You know, some people ain't see it.
Yeah, straight up. I remember the day that my father gave me those DVDs. Shit was goodness. It was thick as hell, man. Thick as hell. I'm going back.
Got them from Napster.
No, he got them from Iraq actually.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna rewatch that joint. But speaking of poor animation, let me talk about what the fuck is this show called, dude? I cannot believe I watched this shit. It's a Crunchyroll exclusive, okay? But Crunchyroll don't even have their Crunchyroll original shit that they have in front of all of their originals that they actually claim. It's Gigabit.
Oh yeah, it's like it made me think of Jabate. It's like Gigabyte or something like that.
Yeah, Gigabyte or some shit. The spelling is weird because it's Gibate, which is just that shit don't function in my brain.
It keep popping up, bro. And I thought about giving it a chance. I keep seeing it, but then I was like, nah, I'm gonna hold off on that one.
No, that's what you want to talk about, a whole terrible anime. This is a whole terrible anime, bro. Like I swear to God, this is probably will be the easily worse than Demon Lord Retry. Easily.
It's you saying easily.
You want to talk about bad? Okay, listen. Let me tell you something. You remember our Friera? What's that show called?
Air Friera.
Yeah, that. You remember how bad that 3D was?
The CGI, yeah.
The CGI, yeah. Sorry, this is 20 times worse than that. That'd be bad. It's It's a Crunchyroll original, bro.
How they dropping balls like that?
I have no fucking. They didn't give it any fair. Like it's got no love. But it's basically okay.
They ain't advertising or nothing.
Right. Two people are a ninja and a samurai. Don't know how that works because ninja didn't exist until like the 19th century, but they both came from the Edo period. Okay. They both came from the Edo period to modern day Japan. The year is like 2050 something. And it's this ravaged disease, kind of like mad cow disease that turns humans into these animal-like creatures. And they infect each other, obviously. If you get stung by their poisons, they affect each other and they turn more humans into these fucking 3D, these CGI fucking animal creatures that look atrocious. But they get transported, okay, from the Edo period to the modern day Japan. Well, modern day Japan, the future of Japan, when the world is basically destroyed. So he's a samurai, and obviously he has samurai skills, and then his ninja best friend, which don't fucking make sense to me. They're in this world together now, and they're helping this girl who's trying to find the cure to this disease. And boy, it's not good at all. From the writing to the plot to the characters to the everything is horrible. So I wouldn't waste my time with this one.
But you wasting your time with
it. I wasted an episode of my time with it. I ain't gonna lie, I did because it looked interesting.
It might get better.
No, not this one. No, there's no way in hell. Dog, watch the first.
Second negative review.
Dude, just promise me you'll watch the first episode and tell me how terrible this is.
I ain't making no promises. I'm gonna watch it though because it keep popping up for me. So I'm gonna throw in that first episode.
Just look at it and watch you want to throw up
and kick myself, shoot myself in the foot or some shit.
It's real bad, bro. It's real bad.
That's horrible.
I just had to get that out there. Let's go to something good though.
Something good. So everything else is gonna be spoiler heavy, bro. I want to talk about spoilers.
You want to go into spoilers with shit?
That's what the next stuff is.
Well, we got ReZero, God of High School, Fire Force. Why do I keep forgetting one?
Sword Art Online.
Sword Art Online. That's it. Yeah. And then we still got Demon King.
Misfit Demon King.
Yep.
Yeah, all that's spoilers.
Even Rent a Girlfriend, huh? We going into spoilers.
Even Rent a Girlfriend. Because I mean, I can talk about Rent a Girlfriend without spoiling it. I can do that.
I can't.
All right. So how about this? How long we been recording? Let's do our get to know Mic Check Waifu Waifu.
Second half.
Yeah, let's take our break. Go to get to know Mic Check Waifu Waifu.
Let's do it. All right, we're gonna take this quick break. We're gonna go into spoilers for Demon King, Misfit Academy, and all that other good shit. Stick around though. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about still. We got a lot to talk about. Recommendations. What's gonna be our recommendations for this week?
My recommendation was Ham Time. With
Oh, that
Hamtaro.
was for real. Okay. All right. Well, fuck it. Mine's is Kolyoko.
No, I didn't really want. I wanted to do the question. It's question time, Polo.
We can do that after we get back from the break.
Got you. Let's do it.
All right. We'll be right back. Take a listen to this sweet lo-fi joint from LofiPowder. All of his links is in the description and the show notes. And we'll be right back with the question. See you soon, friends. Hey, LofiPowder, thank you so much for that jaunt. Love it. It was dope. We back, and this is the time where you get to know Mic Check Waifu Waifu. Last week was my turn to read the questions and draw the number, or Tell's turn to draw the number. So now I'm gonna draw the number. Number generator. Probably should have pulled that up. There we go. All right. So for those of you that don't know how this works, we pull. How many questions is 106?
Yeah, we have 106 questions.
There's 106 question doc that we have. We roll over, each one of us roll a random number from a random number generator, and then the other reads the question associated with that number, and then we both answer that question. So I'm going to roll it now in 3, 2, 65.
All right, it was at like number 10.
Yeah,
all
exactly.
Right. Okay, this is a good one.
This is number 65. What we got?
What motivates you to work hard?
Oof. What a great question. Holy shit. The drive to do better. That's it. No matter what. Okay, let me just back up. Seeing the way my mother worked when she raised 3 of us by herself, seeing the way she worked drove me to work hard at everything I did, because all I have to worry about is myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had to do 2 jobs before she ended up coming down with an illness. She's good though. She's fine. She had to do that by herself for 3 kids, and she did a hell of a job. So every time I think about, like, man, I don't feel like doing this, I don't feel like doing that, or being complacent at a place where, like, I shouldn't be, I always think about my mother. Like, damn, my mom wouldn't just stick with this. She would try whatever she can to do better. And that's what I try to do every single time. So no matter what job I had, rather if it was I was a seasonal team member at fucking Home Depot as a cashier, I made my way to the paint desk and was full time. I was a fucking regular associate at T-Mobile. I became a store manager. I was a regular team member at Target, and I became a asset protection team lead. Like, I always wanted to try to do better, always, and that motivates me to work my ass off with whatever I do. So, what about you, Tel?
I don't even know how to follow that. That almost made me cry, bro. I'm kind of in the same boat as him, but not with the siblings, right? Like my mother always had 2 jobs. If something happened where she struggled, I didn't even know that she struggled until I became an adult. And even then I didn't even find out she ever struggled until I was 24. So it's like, you know, like it was just, I have, my family is very hardworking in general. Like none of us take time off. None of us are like, hey, yo, this is like when we take our vacations, like we work even during our vacation, even if it's just something that like pushes us forward personally.
Facts.
They've all had businesses. I got Ivy League degrees in my family and stuff like that. So to me, it's like what is hardworking to me is like average, you know, like if you work hard, that's just average. So it's like you're not really doing nothing. So to me, it's like I gotta already work hard or I'm just barely making it. So that's kind of like what pushes me. I know it sounds kind of shitty when you think about it, but it's like that's kind of like how life should be, right? You work hard, and I mean, you work hard, you play hard. That's the reality. Exactly. The harder you work, the more you have to like enjoying life because you have it there for it after you've worked so hard for it. True. So that's kind of like just my mentality. It's like you work hard, you play hard, and you enjoy it.
Love it. Yeah. I mean, we've both seen it from both of our side of our lives. Like we grew up together, so we've seen both sides of it, and yeah,
we done worked hard together.
Facts. So yeah, that's that. At one point, me and Tel worked together. Literally, I was the store manager, he was my assistant manager, and that was a fucking dream.
It was great.
That was wonderful. We killed it.
Now we mic check waifu waifu.
Yeah. Here we are. All right, so now this is the part of the show where we dig into a little bit of spoiler territory with the shows we enjoy so much. We're gonna dive deep into these shows because there's no way we could talk about them without fucking discussing spoilers. So we don't want to spoil it for you. I mean, if you're still here, we love you. Thank you so much for rocking with us and keeping up with this season anime. But boy, where do we start? Fucking Rent-A-Girlfriend. Let's start there. Fuck, dude. So a lot of people were saying like, because they read the manga, that you're going to hate the main dude character, the main male character, because of his choices. I don't think that's going to be the case. Let me explain why. Okay. Because think about the situation, okay? We know the situation is that he got into this whole Rent-A-Girlfriend situation because his ex-girlfriend left him. We know now that nobody knows that he has a Rent-A-Girlfriend, and now that his ex-girlfriend kind of sees that he has a girlfriend, quote unquote, she's trying to break them up, obviously, right?
Yes.
Why the fuck would I be mad at him for like being all over his ex-girlfriend when he has this Rent-A-Girlfriend? Well, I just answered the question for you. It's a Rent-A-Girlfriend. Like, it's not his actual girlfriend, and he understands that. Like, as much as he doesn't like it, you know, he understands that it's just a rental. So he's like, fuck, man, I don't stand actual chance with her. So like, let me go ahead and try to do the best I can with my ex, not knowing that she's a fucking scumbag.
Narcissist. And she's horrible, dude. She's absolutely a sociopath.
Trash. Yeah, she's trash. I met so many girls like that. So many fucking girls like that. It's disgusting. But yes, so like, she's fucked up, and
she's horrible.
That's why I cannot. There's no way in hell I will feel bad for our main character. There's no way. Like, I don't feel bad for him doing what he's being manipulated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And the thing is that you can already kind of see that at some point our rented girlfriend is going to really have feelings for him. She's already doing stuff out of the kindness of her heart.
I feel like she already does. Like,
right. And he's just
and she don't know
stupid. And yeah, he's also just too stupid and not he doesn't have enough like personal ego or like pride, or not even pride, like confidence to like realize that, yo, maybe she is feeling me, and he could, you know, step on that. Like, yo, and I said this before. I kind of like the part of the thing I like about him is that like in moments he's very like pitiful, right? And I could never see myself being that pitiful, but I could also see myself being oblivious to
Exactly.
a scenario where it was something like that. I think I did that with my wife, and she said, "This is you," and I was like, "What? That wasn't me." But she said that was me. So it's like I clearly was at some point oblivious to someone who probably was paying attention to me when I was paying attention to someone else.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So that, man, I got so much to fucking say about this. I think the moment I realized that she does have some type of feelings that she doesn't realize yet, which makes the show great. Like, she doesn't know she has these feelings, but deep down she does. The moment she came out of that bathroom as the rental girlfriend is the moment I feel like she subconsciously is like, yo, I kind of want to make her jealous type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could have made his way out of that bathroom situation without her ever even coming out. Like, he could have dragged what's her name, Mimi, whatever the fuck her name is, Mami Chan. He could have moved her out of the way, like, and gave what's her name enough time to come out of the bathroom, and it would have been fine. Like, they could have just walked the fuck away. But the rental girlfriend didn't give him that opportunity because she just came out. So that point, and like when they were in the bathroom talking, he was like, when he was saying, you know, I think I have a chance with her again. When she heard that, she kind of like dead faced. It was like, oh, that's great. That's good to hear. Yeah. But like she was like kind of jealous.
Well, also in episode 2, she stood up for him. Straight was up. Like, yo, don't talk about my Kazuya-chan. And even though like that was like supposedly be for her defending him, like, and she was doing her role, and she's very good at her role as acting like a girlfriend. Like, there has to be some kind of understanding there to think that, yo, like, she's a good person. Like, she is definitely a nice person at heart. Right. And she's doing this job that doesn't necessarily seem like it's a nice person job. But she clearly has some understanding of like the social structure of the group and how like he fits in, and then like why he feels the way he does. And it's almost like she's trying to support him on a level that will no longer emasculate him personally. Like, he just feels so like low.
Again, we talked about this last week. Why do that though? You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, why do that if you're only the rental? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that, again, that was maybe the reason when she figured it out. Like, hey, maybe I do like this guy a little bit. Because, like, that's not her. You can't do that. That's not your place. I love that she did that because of the ramifications of what that could be. But that was not the time to do that, because, like these are my actual friends. You are somebody I'm paying to be here with me right now. Like, that. Right. That's what I think we have to keep in mind. Like, she's being paid to do this. Okay, that's what our main character is constantly thinking. That's what's always on his mind. Like, yo, and he says it in his monologues. He's like, yo, I have no chance with her, and this fucking sucks. Like, I would really have loved a chance with her, but I know she's way too fucking good for me. I don't deserve that. So I'm gonna try to fit in right here by using what I'm paying for to help leverage, you know, me getting back with my ex, and not realizing that my ex is a narcissistic, fucking sadistic.
She's horrible. I hate her. And I saw the meme, and I shared it with Monique because she's watched these episodes with me, obviously. And it was like, the characters that'll make you love the show, and it says the characters that'll make you want to stop watching. And it was like, low key, like, Mami-chan will make you want to stop watching
her alone. And I saw that meme too, and I think her alone, they put the main character there. Like, I'm like, it's not his fault, man.
Yeah, to me, like you say, he's making the move that logically, if we're looking at it logically, he's making the best move. Yes. But he's also, like I said, I think he's naive to the real situation, like where the real emotions are flowing.
How would he know though?
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying he's naive. He wouldn't know. Yeah. Like, because she's not coming out and saying it. All she's doing really is scolding him and giving little hints that she might care. You know? There's no way. Yeah. He has no idea of truly knowing. And he's just going with the flow and trying to not be a virgin, I guess.
And then Mami-chan is literally like making this so much worse because she is working him. She is fucking.
She is
working his ass like
every
a 9
chance
to
she
5,
get, bro.
Straight up, straight up.
Yo, that little last little kiss at the end of the episode, I was like, yo,
blew me back, bro. I'm like, no.
She slid that shit in there, bro. Because I low key, like, I was expecting something, but that's not what I was expecting. I was expecting her to like fall on him or like push her butt up on him, because that's the kind of stuff they gonna do in this show. Is what I was expecting, and it's good because they're college students, so you kind of understand anyway.
Yeah,
and she like go in just for the kiss. It's like, yo, I know how this works. I know that you liked my lips, and when this happened last time, your libido was through the roof, and I'm about to get you back because I already know how to manipulate you.
Ugh, dog. I hope she doesn't see it.
Nah, she's not gonna see it.
But still,
I think he's gonna say it.
He's gonna fuck it up. Yeah, he's gonna be like, yeah. So sorry, this isn't working out. Me and Mami-chan is gonna get back together, and then Mami-chan gonna fucking swerve his ass.
Hard, bro. She got what she wanted.
Straight up. She just wanted to break him up. Why though?
Horrible. It's horrible person, bro.
Dog. It's so horrible, man. She's horrible. All in all, still a great fucking show, man. Still a beautiful show. I'm sad it's only 12 episodes. Kills me, man.
You heard me?
No, what'd you say?
I said we got to kneecap Mami-chan.
100%. 100%. I just put her in the ring with Ippo one time. That's all.
She's not making out the first 10. You saw what he did to one dude. Yeah. 2 seconds into the match, had him on his ass. Nah, bro.
Nah, dropped him. Oh man, I can't stand her. I think I hate her more than Rachel.
I mean, and the thing is that like the only reason for that, like, I still at this moment I dislike Rachel more, and the only reason I say that is because Rachel knew how innocent and like how innocent Bam was, and just thought that, and she's motivated and took it to a whole nother level. This chick is literally just doing this for herself entirely, in terms of like she wants to like almost like ruin his happiness.
She's creating a fuckboy, bro. There's nothing worse than creating a fuckboy.
It be like that sometimes. That is shitty.
That like breaking somebody's heart as hard as she about to. Like, now I'm about to lose this opportunity with the rental girlfriend. And
when you think she gonna break his heart? Like episode 6, 7, 8, 10?
Man, knowing Slice of Life, the way this shit works. Episode 11, episode 12, shit gonna go to hell, and in the last 5 minutes, it's gonna be like a your name moment and shit, and they're gonna turn around and run to each other, and the credits gonna roll, and we ain't gonna know what the fuck happened. Slice of Life have a hard time ending, bro. They do.
Oh my god. Your Lie in April didn't end that bad.
Still was.
I mean, I'm not saying it's the best anime. I'm just saying
it wasn't like bad. It still didn't lead up to what. I don't know. They just like to leave shit up to interpretation, and I hate that.
I love that though.
I don't. Like, give me Clannad, bro. That
give me
ended.
Closure.
Give me closure, man. There's no. You can't interpret. You can't spend 24 episodes or 12 episodes with a show and expect, unless you know there's going to be another season. Then that's different. Mm-hmm. Like Climax. I think this is going to end properly.
Climax scares me.
Does it?
Yeah.
You're so far back from the mic.
I'm sorry. It scares me so much. It just, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Like, I know what's going to happen.
Like,
I do. You didn't see this episode.
So you on the most recent?
No, I'm on the second episode, and I didn't watch the third episode yet. But the second episode, it just feels like, so episode 1 was like, yo, this is what's happening, and this is the goal, the path I want to take. And episode 2 is like, cool, we doing that. And I'm just like, hold up, wait, they really about to do this? And it's like, they about to do this shit for real? They about to really do this shit? I can't spoil it for you, Polo. I'm not gonna spoil it for you.
We gotta get out of this. We gotta make a left turn real quick and head on over to God of High School.
Rachel dies in in my teen romantic comedy.
Rachel dies in my team.
I'm just talking shit. She's not a character in the show.
Say, what the fuck? Anyway, let's go to God of High School.
Let's do it.
You know, and for those of you that didn't see it because you're listening to this podcast, I just shrugged my shoulders because that's about how I feel about God of High School. Great, all right, great fighting scenes. I was tweeting with Worst Jin, and they're like, yo, if God of High School, if he's gonna get as powerful as I think he's gonna get, then I don't think I'm interested in God of High School anymore. Which I kind of feel. Because according to the future, he's extremely powerful. Mm-hmm. And what Worst Jin said was we just gonna have another Dragon Ball Z on our hands, and we don't need that. And I feel him.
So yeah, so two things. Spicy Lady started reading and she said she thinks it's worth reading, right? And I was like, okay, I'll try and pick it up. But also, our boy Gov Pancakes, Alan, he was like, y'all about to love Jim Mori. He's gonna be your new favorite character. And I'm gonna say he did say everyone who liked DBZ is gonna like this more. See. So it literally sounds like it's DBZ probably without resurrection, which basically it does have resurrection because you got stem cells and nano cells in your body. That's just you break your neck and they bring it back.
I'm super okay with it. Like I said before, this is a hard 6.5 for me if I had to rate it now. Because it's just not much there, man. It's not much there. Okay? It's not much there. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be that one, okay? Call me Simon Cowell of the anime world or something. I don't care.
You said a hard 6.5.
It's like super
not even
okay.
a soft one, like hold this real quick. He said, nah, 6.5. That's
no,
you.
Because it's like below average. I think Dr. Stone is better than this.
We don't know if it's below average. We not even 4 episodes in yet.
That's why I said for now. That's why I gave the for now before that.
Okay.
You know? The for now is right now at episode, 3?
Yeah, it ain't drawn you yet.
Again,
it's got 13 episodes to do that.
Only 13 episodes. So, I don't know.
The Tower of God had everybody drawn in.
From 1, bro. From 1.
That you saying 1 second or 1?
It's true. Even when
Polo went back and started reading some chapters from Tower of God.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was I was peaked.
I agree though. Like, and I love combat anime. Like, I love anime with combat and action.
That's where we started.
But I do agree that God of High School feels as if it could be dropping the ball somewhere.
It's just okay, bro.
They need to give us, like, we got these characters, right? Like, low key, give me development around those characters. Like, let me know their backstory. Mm-hmm. Because Jin Mori just dope as fuck. Yep. Like he clearly got the hands to handle everything, except for apparently the fucking admins who got fucking stands and
that blew me.
Fucking scythe monsters and shit like that. I mean, we knew it was gonna be some shit like this anyway. When dude was like, "Hey, yo, Island, hold this hand." Yeah. We knew it was gonna be some superpowered kind of stuff, but it's more or less like, how do we get to that point? We don't know how we get there yet.
Exactly.
But they could have given us some backstory to let us see, like Jin Mori to me didn't seem surprised enough when he saw a Reaper thing face.
None of them did.
He was like, "Oh no, what's that?" Like, to me, I would have been happier if they gave us like some real explanation as to what the fuck that is, instead of waiting till next episode and giving us saying, "Oh, when you're a really good martial artist, you can channel your ki or chi into an actual being who helps you fight, or you can channel your powers into this." Like, they could have given us some more surprise, some more like dialogue around it. They could have given us a better build up. Dude just was like, "I'm pissed that I'm getting my ass beat by this high school student," and went boom, giant monster behind me. Like, they could have given us some more build up. Like, he could have been getting mad, and then you could have just saw, I don't know, some arms pop out. Like, all right, fuck this, and then I don't know. It could have been whatever. But he did lose 3 months of pay.
Yeah. To be honest, that whole aspect of the show is really not attractive to me. Like, the whole, you basically got people turn, like, this is Shaman King it's looking like. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's these spears coming out of people. Like, that shit is not attractive. The fucking fighting, the hand-to-hand combat, that shit is the most impressive part about the show. And now you're about to overtake that with magical powers, like where people can put literally palms on islands and fucking reapers coming out your body if you getting your ass beat. Like, that already is disappointing to me.
Baseball bat dude was hard though.
Yes, man. That whole fight. See again, that shit is where the show shines. When it's doing stuff like that. When they was fucking working, by the way.
Bro.
They were working. And
he was like, hold on, let me show you this stance real quick.
Yeah. Hey, drop.
I was like, oh, is that the United States of Smash?
Yeah.
That shit was heavy, bro.
That's what this show should be, man. And I think it's going to be ruined with this whole magical being shit. I do.
Let's see how they sprinkle it in there. We don't really know.
They can over-exaggerate the combat all they want. Like, the dude with the baseball bat was fucking poking holes with people barely even moving. That's fine. Like, I'm okay with that shit. It's just the other show not. But
it was more or less so, like, let's talk about that real quick. Mm-hmm. It wasn't necessarily that they over-exaggerated the fighting. What they did with the baseball bat dude was, like, they gave him presence.
Yes.
In terms of like Jim Mori ran in on dude, and dude was supposed to have this presence. Like, we were supposed to feel something for this like head dude or whatever. And like, this is supposed to be a punishment for Jim Mori. And Jim Mori ran in and was like, hey, yo, hold this kick. And that was the end of the fight, really. And dude just got salty. And it was like, yo, you supposed to be raw. Like, we were supposed to feel something for you. Like, why did handcuff dude have better feet than you? Like, he had hands and you didn't have them. Baseball bat dude had the hands. The monk, he had a presence.
You can't forget though, Jim Mori was fed a peach. Apparently, the peach did something. Which
well, I guess, but really, from what we know, all it really did was like low key poison him, and he almost made it late.
No. It indicated that awoken something within him if he was able to get through that.
I get that. I'm saying like from like up front, like base level, because I mean, we know it awakened something in him, but base level, it like poisoned him. He showed up and was like, "Hey, yo, let's throw hands," and he made it through. But like, he didn't do anything special. He just did what he would have done normally. Like, that didn't seem like anything that was different from what he would normally did, because he's already fought a dude like that before. He just wanted to fight someone as strong or stronger.
Yeah. And apparently he was strong. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
This show's storytelling is rough for me.
We gonna see. It's rough. I agree.
They can hold that 6.5.
Let's talk about better story though.
Let's do it.
Misfit.
Oh my God. I forgot. How can I forget? Dude, how did I just forget about this fucking great ass show? This shit might hit my top 10, bro. It just might hit if it continues with this heat, it just might hit my top 10.
So I just want to talk about how we were just talking about fighting and stuff like that. Combat. I love combat anime. This was something that kind of was like, so basically, I just want to talk about this. Mm-hmm. We knew that Sasha and Misha we found out basically that Misha is a doll who had part of Sasha's soul. Mm-hmm. And we knew that Sasha had ulterior motives behind acting the way she was, right?
Yep.
They tied that all together. It was understandable. And I loved how she said that, hey, I've been grooming you for this since day one.
Yep.
I've been working towards.
I wanted you to hate me enough to where you would say, hey, you leave instead of me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like Sasha could sacrifice herself for Misha and Misha could stay around. Yeah. Like, that shit touched me, man.
And she tried to manipulate Anos into using the circle to make it happen.
Yep.
And it still just didn't work. And I was like, yo, this shit is dope. But when Anos did the time thing and was like, yo, like, I'm about to like make y'all work anyway, and they go into like the whole time pauses, and you see this hand come through nothing, open up like time, and it was like, hey yo, like, what are you doing, bro? He's like, can you stop messing with my time? Like, that was hard. Like, It's the god of time showed up.
The god of time showed up. He's like, yo, can you step aside? Can you look, turn the blind eye real quick because I want to help these two out. The god of time's like, nah.
That's not what we do here. And you know that.
You can't do that. And then they bring in Ivis. Ivis come through.
Ivis was it Necron? Ivis Necron, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ivis come through and try to fucking stop that. And the god of time's like, here, take this power real quick. Defeat Anos for me. And defeat him he did. Not motherfucker.
Yeah, right though. So that, and the thing is that we knew that he was already dogging Ivis to begin with. Like it was a wrap. Like he was cutting dude face up and kicking him to the other side of the world, on accident even. And he gave him his power, and when he kind of slid through with that power, he did look mad powerful. He had like dual scythes and just was out here working time.
Animation
and
looked good too.
It did. It looked smooth. And I love how they did the grayscale switch, like how everything just went to grayscale. And like when they broke through the grayscale and the color came back and shit, like it was just, they did very well.
Sure.
And like I said, it's more about the presence rather than like we, even though we knew that Anos was going to work, dude, like they still gave us a presence that dude had. He was a legitimate threat.
Oh yeah. He came through and like fucking instant transmission behind Anos and stabbed him in the fucking heart. Like literal blood was coming out of Anos' mouth, and it was like, whoa, hold on.
Yeah, he said, did you think that killing me would be enough to make me die?
The greatest line in anime history, bro.
Come on, bro. You thought killing me was gonna be enough
to make me die?
Nah. Never, bro. You know who you talking to? This is Mic Check Waifu Waifu.
Not today. He said, not today.
Yeah, that was great. That whole episode I enjoyed.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, easily better than God of High School so far.
100%, without question. That's not even a question.
Yeah, wasn't even on the radar. Come on.
I know. Here you go again. I can't wait till we review, because we're reviewing this one. Like this is,
yeah, of course.
This is definitely one that's getting reviewed. Oh, speaking of reviews, we're gonna review 91 Days next week. By the way, sorry, Chris Kennedy, for giving you this information late. But we're reviewing 91 Days next week, so be ready for that. If you haven't seen 91 Days, watch it, because that's what's gonna be our second half of the show.
What was it, 12, 13 episodes?
Yeah, 12 episodes. Quick watch, easy watch. And sub and dub. We both gonna do both. See how we like them for the review purposes. But yeah, man, this show is fantastic. Where do they go from here?
Up.
Even more up. Yeah,
because that wasn't even like the top of the line, because we still don't know who changed dude's memories.
Right.
Ivis's memories. We don't even know what happened to the hero that Anos was talking to in the beginning. Mm-hmm. There's so much that we have no understanding of that we still have to figure out.
We don't even know who Divya is still. Like the Divya, and for those of you that don't know, I don't know why you're listening to this full spoilers, but Divya is the guy that's claiming to be Anos for the gold. Mm-hmm. And like he's like trying to figure out who's this fraud, who's this fake, and what if that's the hero?
It could be who's just been a placeholder.
Yep. Why would he
thought
do that?
Removing Anos' name would be beneficial.
Yeah, but why would he do that? I'm trying to think.
Maybe the hero wasn't really a hero. Maybe the hero wanted to be something more. We don't know. We'll see.
This is a show that I can't really predict. I kind of predicted that Sasha wasn't actually a savage.
We knew
like
that there was extra motives there, but
100%.
There's still so much in the background that is unknown that like we got to see where it's going.
Just doing some great background storytelling. Mm-hmm. Straight up. Speaking of background storytelling, Fire Force, man.
So
I told you, bro. I told you
that you don't know where she gonna go.
I know. She's gonna end up with the White Clad. The White Clad is gonna actually have her ass, even though she's not going with both of them. She's not down with either one of them. She's gonna end up being with the White Clad, and it's gonna be a Captain Save a Hoe moment.
I don't know. I still don't know. I feel like it's still in the balance.
You think so?
I do. I just feel like there's so many layers that they already gave us that if she just ends up with the white clad, I'll be salty. And
it's not like she's gonna be there forever, right? Like no,
I don't think that either. Yeah. I think that I don't think she's gonna work with the white clad. Obviously, I just think that if it's that simple that the white clad gets her, because they gave us layers. Like we still I keep saying this. Obviously, we still have not seen Joker yet, and to me, it's like I think Joker is actually working with that other pillar chick. The one who was trying to control Shinra. And in my mind, there's no way that they just gonna leave Joker out of this. Like, there's no way.
That pillar chick is actually inside of Inca right now. Like that's why she's going as crazy as she's going.
I think she's trying to control Inca, but we don't. I mean, yeah. I don't know what's about to happen. Like, and the dude Karen or Sharon, whatever his name is, keeps showing us how fucking raw he is.
Walk,
bruh.
Man,
he is smoke lord right now. Yeah, he wants all the action, and I love when I see characters who want all the smoke.
You know what I hate?
What?
This to be continued, man. I want to see what the fuck he's gonna do with that.
It's about to be like, hey yo, blow.
Because to be honest, I thought they were just gonna write that off. I thought they forgot about this in season 1. No, he about to come through with
this Fire Force. They don't forget about that stuff.
No, they don't.
You must be thinking about some other anime where something happened and they forgot about it.
Dr.
Like,
Stone.
I don't know, My Hero or something. Black Clover.
Oh boy, yeah, man. I fucking love Fire Force. There's no way in hell you could tell me this show ain't great. I really want the dub to come back because I miss the dub voices now. The subs are good. Don't get me wrong. But like I missed how I want to hear how effective whoever the what's his name again? The big dude. I want to
Sharon.
Yeah, I want to hear how he acted shit. I hope he's good. Because everybody else has been good so far. I've heard from what I've heard in that dub.
You know his voice about to be hard, bro. They gotta find somebody who's dope for his voice.
Yeah, that's probably why they delayed.
Boom, boom. Look, yo, it's about to be crazy though. That's gotta be in somebody's intro.
Yo,
that's gotta be.
I can't wait to hear it, bro.
Yeah.
So we're still down 2 dub episodes because of Corona, obviously. Like I said, I just started picking up the dub Fire Force. Well, not just started. I did it in season 1 too, but like for this one, I started subbed and then I watched the dubs. For episode 2 of season 2 was like fucking crazy with the dub. So I'm like, oh, you know what? This is sick. But I'm normally watching both, and I missed the dub now.
Yeah.
I don't like Shinra in sub. I like Shinra better in dub. Something about him.
I like all their voices in subs and dubs, especially like Leonard Burns, the dude with the eye patch. His voice sound hard as fuck.
Oh yeah, he fucking killed it in the sub.
He sound like a whole monster. Yeah. Like
I don't remember the dub though.
I don't remember the dub either. I also think Joker sound really good in subs too.
He was menacing.
The only person whose voice sounded weird to me in subs, I think, was Dr. Giovanni. But I think that's his voice was intentionally weird.
Both the subs and dubs, yep.
Yeah. So everyone who like was supposed to have a dope voice to me in my mind had a dope voice. Like Benny Maru had a dope voice.
Oh yeah, and both.
Arthur's voice in subs and dubs sounds like what it should be.
It's this over exaggeration of his night complex. Mm-hmm. I love it, man. I love that. Episode 2 sold me, bro. I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
He is dope. He is officially dope.
Yep. It all makes sense. Man. It's fantastic. It's a great show. That one keeps getting better too.
Oh yeah, always. The sound design. I just don't understand how they get like. I get how they already have explosion sounds prepared because of Shinra, but I know I keep saying walk, but like I loved like the whole enthusiasm behind when they did the chant in the last episode and then said walk. And it didn't just sound like explosions like when Shinra was exploding. It sounded like when the ground was cracking, bro.
Yes.
Like boom, 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 boom. It didn't sound like it sounded like the earth was shattering beneath his feet. Insane. And that's what they were going for. And I just if you in Fire Force just for the pretty animation, you missing out on so much.
You missing out on so fucking much. There's no way you can. Again, like I don't know
Wear
how.
them headphones.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know how people like you. It's easy to miss stuff in Fire Force, but it's easy to see that you can easily miss this stuff. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense? Like you can miss it, yeah. But like you can see what they're trying to do because they still spell it out pretty clearly that it's some shit going on in this world if you just pay attention. I think they just do a lot with the show's like soundtrack that kind of throws people off. Yeah. Because it's a lot of times there's literally zero music. There's just the show. And I like that. I enjoy that a lot.
It's excellent sound design.
Man. I stand. All right, let's move on to that goodness gracious. That ReZero.
So, we already know right off the bat, straight heat, straight banger.
So that wasn't the witch that's inside of Subaru. Obviously, I thought it was because it kind of looked like her. But apparently, the Witch of Greed isn't the witch that's inside of him. So I was mistaken there.
Yeah. So we had been given ideas about the Witch of Greed from the beginning, but it's the Witch of Gluttony inside of him.
Which they said is like the worst one of them all.
Yeah. And I mean he really doesn't know the extent of what is going on with him. And he didn't ask any questions, bro. I was like, come on, bro.
Yes, man.
I'm like, come on, bro. She giving you the chance. And I was like, yo, look. So first of all, I did love like the little tea party thing when he's there talking to her and he kind of figuring stuff out. And Subaru is just like, okay, cool. I'm just going to leave now. And to me, it makes sense that he thinks this way because if he dies, he's just going to go back and see her again anyway. That's his mentality is that like at this point, he knows that he can just die and come back and things will be the same. And to be fair, we don't even 100% know if that's the case. Right. Because in like last season, he died all the time. So we don't know where his checkpoints might be now. Exactly. It could be anything. And he could have lost that power. We know that he has it right now still. Obviously, we would assume he still has it. But we don't know the extent of it and how things are going to pop off with this.
What's so great about this season is that it's starting off way different. Like so different. Like, cause again, by episode 1, he was already dying. This, he's died maybe once so far, you know? And yeah, and you're exactly right. He's literally not even thinking about anything. So yeah, I'll just probably be back here later. You know?
Yeah, I mean,
he's trying to speed through. He's trying to speed run right now to see where he can go.
That's the legitimacy of his like PTSD though. It's like, dude, don't even think about significant moments as significant anymore.
Yes.
It's just like I can come back here if I really need to. If I feel like I missed something, just I'm back.
Turn by death is the worst power ever, bro.
It is the worst power. Like it's a great power.
It's not. It's not even great. What's great about it? There's nothing great about it. Not one thing great.
You can make sure you don't fuck up on anything. But like the reality is that like
there's nothing great about that.
There's so many prices to pay with that. It's just as bad as Steins Gate.
It's worse. It's probably worse.
I mean, because you actually feel the pain of dying.
You actually feel the
But he had to go back 1,000 times in Steins Gate.
It's still worse. I don't think nothing is worse than feeling the pain of death, bro. Feeling the pain of death.
But you become numb to it eventually.
No, you can't become numb to the pain of death. Especially if you die different ways every time. One moment you're getting stabbed in the heart. One moment you bleeding out to death. One moment you're drowning. The next minute you're getting smashed by a mate. There is so many different pains that you feel when you're dying.
We don't even know that though.
And he's not even instantly dying. Like there's a few times where he instantly died, like getting his head chopped off and stuff like that. Yeah. But he froze to death. Frozen. Yeah. Like come the fuck on.
But that was instantaneous though. He was dead.
It was slow though, because he was still like he was feeling it. Yeah. He felt the pain. Like there's nothing. Okay. Reading Steiner is bad. Okay.
It's horrible.
Remembering everything and nobody else remembers it. It's just deja vu to them. It's like
the same as what he has.
But this is worse.
But he actually has to die.
He actually has to die.
If you die in Steins Gate, you're actually dead.
You're gone.
Know? Yeah. But this one, it's like he could be literally living the worst day of his life forever.
Yep. Until he figured the fuck out to the next checkpoint. And then you have no control. Like you don't know when your checkpoint is gonna be.
Yeah.
Oh, like nah, man. It's the worst.
Yeah.
There's nothing good about that power. Even returning. Like, who the fuck would want to return knowing that this is about to happen to me?
Nah, I'm a little sad.
I know. It's depressing as fuck.
But it's such a good show.
It's such a good show.
So, like, we know that...
we didn't even get to the trial yet. Let's get to...
Right. Well... We know that that's what's about to happen.
Yes. Okay, so back to the thing. He should have asked questions, though. Like, right? Yeah. We both agree with that.
Yeah, he should have asked questions. But what I was saying is that I really liked more or less like the character change, and not necessarily his character change, but the fact that she was like so high and mighty, and the fact that he didn't want to ask questions, she instantly switched. It's like, oh no, but look, I'm here, and we can do this, and I don't get to see people that often.
Yeah, people that finally get to me, they want to ask all the questions they can, but you don't want to ask anything?
Anything. I have all the knowledge in the world, and you don't want anything.
That blew her back.
The curse idea was interesting. I felt like that was I'm not going to say I knew that was the scenario, but when they said that there was a barrier, to me, the fact that Emilia was knocked out before getting into the barrier, to me, that just felt like, obviously, that barrier has some kind of negative effect in the long run, because she was the only one who felt it. And I was more confused by the fact that no one can leave the barrier, right? Like if Subaru wasn't affected by the barrier, why is he stuck in the barrier?
So I think he's not stuck.
I know any demi-human is, so the half-humans are. Correct. For sure. But
so none of the regular humans are stuck. Well, they're stuck because of the demi-humans are keeping them stuck. But like they're not actually stuck. It's all the people who has that half blood that's stuck. So like Subaru.
Oh, and they're trying to get anyone to break the curse.
Exactly. So the demi-humans are holding the humans hostage, so they can try to get them to break that barrier's curse. And then obviously, in order to do that, they got to run through that trial. Yep. And which they only thought that demi or halves can take, like half bloods can take. But apparently Subaru can too, which we knew that because the Witch of Grease said, hey, I'm going to give you the opportunity to take my trial. So like, I don't know why he was acting surprised. Did he totally forget that he even had that conversation with him?
I thought that too, because he did say when he came out, it feels like someone said something to me.
So it was, or forgotten.
Someone told me something. So I feel like that makes sense though, because if she has complete knowledge of the world, it's like if you leave there and you know everything that she told you, like it would seem as if like it was just overwhelming to have that knowledge and leave.
Right.
So to me, it makes sense, but it's also like I think he'll remember as it happens. Like, oh wait, this is kind of like what it was. But he also I liked how they gave her, like, instead of calling her the witch, he was like, no, we call her by her name here.
Yeah.
Echidna. That was cool.
That shows respect.
And it goes to show, like, because she said that she's a very, very evil witch. That's her words exactly. I don't think she's evil.
No, she didn't feel evil.
I think that they gave her the personification of evil because she's a witch. That's just what you think of when you think witch.
Exactly.
And she's going to be way more than that. And she's leading them in the right path to freedom, essentially.
All right, help me out, bro. I wasn't good in school like you were. What's the difference between greed and gluttony?
So greed is more or less like you want to...
You want, right?
You want to keep something off for yourself. Gluttony is more or less like consumption.
Okay.
Yeah, like not necessarily. It's like more or less like consumption without any kind of, like, you don't actually want it. You just do it because it is what it is, right? So like gluttony, that's why like in like 7 Deadly Sins, gluttony was my favorite sin, because he just devoured and he was never endingly like hungry. Not necessarily because he was actually hungry. It's just what he felt like he should do. He's just devour and enjoy everything. That's what gluttony is. You enjoy way above what is necessary.
I see.
Greed is you just keep it for the sake of, you just want everything.
I see.
So that's like why she's greedy, and they say she has the knowledge because she's greedy for knowledge.
Right.
Gluttony is normally like they have an intense wanting for everything, regardless of having everything or having something.
I see. Okay, because for some reason, and it's just my brain because I'm stupid, I just thought gluttony and greed was the same thing.
They are very similar. Yes.
Yeah, so I see. I like it though. I love it. I'm still loving this season so far. Like I said, it's so different. But come on, man, give me Ram back. It was nice seeing Ram because it reminded me of Ram, but it just reminded me of Ram, dude.
She don't remember Ram.
Death, bro.
You don't even remember Ram.
That's rough.
And she was so mean to Subaru.
Yeah, like still.
You know he could have been smashing your sister that you don't even remember. Could have been having little demon babies.
That's funny. That's hilarious. All right. Last but not least.
Straight up fire.
Yeah, man.
Sword Art Online, obviously.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Isaiah. What do you say? I'm gonna read what Isaiah sent us on Twitter. Our Twitter just goes so ham. He said SAO was messing my whole weekend up. They really hitting the despair button hard in this last episode. The turnaround is a fitting one though. I can tell already some shit is gonna happen soon. And I agree with him. Like, it's about to pop off. Obviously.
They did such a good job at making us care for characters.
They did that, bro.
Oh my God. So Asuna is, and they told her before she came into the game though, that like, yo, you have a limited amount of power because basically her power exceeds everyone's, right?
Yep.
So she can't overdo it or she'll die in the game and then she'll lose the avatar. So I do think at some point she'll probably do that and they'll have her go back in with her original character or something like that. And
that's what I'm thinking. That's exactly where I was gonna go.
But it's also like low key, you got to use the power of that avatar to do what is best. And I think right now we don't know what is going to be best for that avatar to do. But I do love how they fucking the uncrushable fist or whatever, and then the sword that cuts everything.
Knight? Yep.
Yo, my dude. That shit.
I don't even remember them even. I remember them having like a little moment, but I don't think they got that far in that moment.
No, they didn't get that far in the moment, but the fight that they had was like beautiful. But the moment that they have right here was like transcendent.
Yeah.
It made me feel things, and I couldn't believe it. And
I did not know they were going that way with that one, but I don't care because I want it. Like let me put my bias aside. I did not believe this ship at all. Like, to be honest, it wasn't even there in the first part of this season, like at all. Like they were fucking enemies, and then they had a little courtship and became friends, but like I didn't think they were going to become lovers. Yeah, that was a little different, but
they have to survive first.
Yeah, the fanboy in me is like, fuck that, I love it.
Yes, I love it too because it like. They met on the battlefield and they crossed blades. And it's the idea that like they said this in Naruto before too, is that like fighters who are strong enough, they understand each other through fighting, right? Through combat. And they literally came face to face, and they were the first people who one couldn't cut the other, or one couldn't punch through the other. And they, no matter how hard they tried, they could not, defeat the other. And it's that moment of like meeting someone who is your equal, who's on par with you. And I think that's what made it just overall a cool interaction.
Yes.
And then you see like they get a chance to fight together, and she's like, she didn't necessarily just jump off and say, yo, I'm in love with you. She was like, yo, what's this feeling? Because I'd never had this feeling before. Or because like she came off as this like super monotone and uninterested person, but it was like, what's this feeling? What is this? And she figures it out, and it's like she thinks she loves dude, and I'm like, yo, I'll take it.
Yeah, man, she was my favorite.
Yeah, what's her name? Sheeta.
Yeah, Sheeta. She was the truth, man. She was the truth. Fuck, dude. We talk about this every time we talk about SAO, but the way they bring all of the seasons together in this one moment, the way they validate seasons 1 through where we are now are so perfect, bro. The fucking guild leader of Laughing Coffin is the big bad that Asuna has to deal with. And then the fucking guild leader, he wasn't even a guild leader because he was just
Gun-Gale.
Yeah, he was just the strongest person in Gun-Gale. I forget his name.
Basigo? No, it's not Basigo.
Starts with an S. I don't remember how they said it, but he was all powerful in Gun-Gale, and now Sinon has to deal with him. She about to get her ass bodied because she got her ass bodied in Gun-Gale by him. Yeah. So it's just about to be another situation like that.
I think it also sucks because she don't have any understanding as to how this game really works.
No, she don't. She don't realize that she has like godlike powers in this world.
Right.
But bro, listen. I can't believe he brought his avatar. I knew he brought his avatar because they showed that last episode, but
yeah. Man, it's about to be crazy.
What is going on with the fucking guy in the vents though in the real world? Why would he do that?
I knew that was about to happen though. And the reason I knew that is because I need you to take care of him for me. So we knew that there was a traitor amongst them to begin with. Yeah. Remember, right? And that was from the beginning. Yeah, that was the beginning of this season. And I think they might have thought we forgot, but we knew that there was a traitor somewhere. And it looks like it might be 2 of them. And she said, I need you to take care of him. And you see him tap his hip and you hear like the click of a gun or whatever. So we knew that he was going to pull the gun on dude. I was really hoping though, because I was like, he going to pull the gun on dude. But I was really sincerely hoping that he didn't and that he was going to
use it against
like use it to defend him or something like that. But they did exactly what I thought he was going to do. And that just makes me sad because it's like, I wanted you to be better. We on the verge of getting Kirito back.
The real question is, again, why?
He was probably paid from the outside from the beginning.
But just money? It can't be.
I mean, yeah, think about it though. Like they got AI that is literally just people, and they have people who might be strong enough in these worlds to fight like on wars without risking actual human lives. Like that's in terms of value, that's extremely valuable. And they're already on like an isolated land. It's like a little ship in the middle of nowhere that's its own like personal island. So like someone ends up dead here, it's not like the world's gonna know. And they may come up on some money. So I don't want that to be the scenario. I just hope like they give us a good way out on that. Like,
man. It's a very interesting story beat, though. I'll tell you that much. This is another week where we just left with the fucking meanest cliffhangers, bro. Strong cliffhangers. From Subaru entering the trial to fucking Shinra about to use the rock on fucking SAO and our boy about to get popped by a pistol. Sinon about to die from her arch nemesis in Gun-Gale.
Bodies, bodies, bodies.
Asuna from her arch nemesis and SAO proper. Like, what? This shit is wild.
It's crazy.
It's wild.
It's hitting.
It's definitely hitting. Oh, shit. Fuck, this is a long episode.
It's a beautiful episode. Want me to hit you with the recap?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we just finished talking about SAO, how beautiful that show was. We didn't even talk about Alice and her tears and how wrinkled her face was and how beautiful it looked. But
it was great.
That was great. How ReZero, man, they hitting us with all the like the power. It's just everything with ReZero is great, but there's just so much like hurt and sadness in it that we feel because we love it. Fire Force, come on, man. We keep saying it. Walk, bro. It's about to be so good. Polo excited for that dub. The Misfit of the Demon King Academy. Yo, come on, man. We love those sleepers that just come with some heat. Mm-hmm. We can't wait to rate this one when it's done. God of High School is what Annie Twitter calls mid right now. We hope it becomes better. Rent a Girlfriend. Come on, another sleeper. Now, y'all know I'm getting my slice of life bag. This is gonna be this is a great one right here. And then we came back from our break with what makes MCWW work hard, and we told y'all our life stories behind working hard. And then before our break, we talked about Trey and his questions. His questions were great. They gave us some great questions there and some pretty good insight on us. I talked about did y'all know Ash's name is Satoshi? Who knew that? Let us know. Yuzuki-chan wants to hang out. Polo, why do you keep watching that show, bro? Stop it. Just stop it. No, don't stop it. I want to keep hearing about it. But we also talked about the Isekai Gate and how they're bringing the real world or the current world to the old school, and chivalry versus like you got big old tanks here blowing your brains out. So I also got lost somehow. Y'all not gonna see that, but my internet cut out on us somehow. I don't know what happened there. And then Polo is actually dying slowly from what is called week-to-week syndrome.
Straight up.
Week-to-week anime is not helping him sustain his anime addiction.
All right. I've been at Polo Bornfly on all social media.
And I've been at King Taliano on all social media.
You can follow our social medias at Mic Check Waifu on Twitter and at MicCheckWaifuWaifu on Instagram. And as always, Mic Check.
Mic Check Waifu Waifu. Is that you?